Welcome back to Crew W Racing and to episode 6 of Turn 1 Tuesday. So, yes, we did go racing. As you guys seen, we did the Berryman treatment on Friday. And basically, I came back down Saturday morning, finished everything up. Took longer than I thought it would. We ran way behind. Got to the track, had a few issues, showed up late, number one, and had a few issues. Wasn't ready for the last hot lap session. Unfortunately, things that were happening and time was not there for a late arrival hot lap session. So I didn't get any hot laps. And so be it. That's fine. They had issues with their timing system, and nothing against the crew at Russell's M40 Speedway. They switched timing system over the off season, and they have a few issues, and they're working hard to sort it out. So what they ended up doing for us is we had autographs. We had 7 classes on Saturday. So, and they were already running behind. So they did the best option for us. Late models and street stocks get single lap qualifying. Everybody else, we qualify there in hot laps. So they did the best they could for us, considering the time restraints. Past 2 weeks before that, they'd let us go out for like 3, 4, 5 laps and try to get our times in. Well, this time, they didn't have time for that. And completely understandable. So they did a pill draw. And so it put me in a heat race with a lot of sharks. So I took the tail in the heat race. Then the car was smoking again. I'm not going to say it was bad, as bad as it was. I'm not going to say if it was any better neither. But I ran 2 laps, spun it, and turn 3. I don't know what happened. The car just snapped around on me. So kind of lost the pack completely. So I just pulled it in. On a 6-lap heat race, I lost the pack. I just pulled it in, and I knew they were coming up on me after I spun it, because I was able to save it and avoid the caution. So I ran it around another lap and just pulled it in. So then come feature time, because of the way everything worked, I was actually outside pole. But I already know it's smoking. I know I'm going to run a few laps and pull off. Ended up running 4 laps, I think. Something like that. Took the tail. I was cautious, very cautious. A little too cautious, in my opinion. But I also knew I was going to pull off. So the way the pill draw worked out and all that, some slower cars were mixed in, middle of the pack. And one of them got flushed out in front of me, and every time I tried to make a move, he moved with me. So I was just kind of trapped. About lap 4, they come over the radio, already saying leaders are coming. At that point, I'm not going to be that guy. I just pulled right off. I got somewhat of a feel of the car by moving around, trying to do what I got to do. So that's kind of where we were at. But then there's always more. I said the video about the truck and trailer lights was coming about 3 months ago. Well, it's coming. Unfortunately, the trailer cord jumped out of the truck, and we drug it all the way up there. So there was no plugging it back in. I tried butt connecting it. Literally, I had to drive home with no trailer lights. I got to thank Up to No Good Racing for following me back home most of the way. And we got home. It's what it is. But yeah, so that's definitely Friday's project. As far as the smoking, I'm working on something, and that'll be the next. Well, the next video is going to be the Berryman treatment, so you can kind of understand what happened there. But then the next video will be the trailer lights, and then we'll do what I'm doing now with the car to figure it out. So we're just kind of, hey, if this is all the issue I have, that's great. Yes, it's bad that the motor's smoking, but from what I'm seeing on what I'm doing now, it's looking positive. And then if that's not the case, I do have another F23 out back, but it could be the same condition too, that it's sat for a few years and rings are stuck. So we're just going to see how things go. Yes, we are still going to make race day on Saturday, one way or the other. But we're just going to see how things go. So, like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, and just let me know what I'm doing wrong. And thank you for following me along on the journey.